Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. Inside this bag is something that I haven't done a video on in a long time, just because over the years this was a very popular item, and basically nowadays they all do the same thing. However, I'm gonna open up this bag and I'm gonna let the magic out, because this is something different that caught my eye. I want to get the accessories. So this is not only a jump starter, it's a battery pack and an air compressor all in one. I like the little screen there. You can switch between PSI and bar. I'm actually gonna crank it up because we are gonna test this out. Probably about 65 PSI is what we're gonna go to. As you guys seen, the port for this is in the back there. Comes with your air attachment. Well, actually couple. Got one to inflate a tire, and it looks like this one here that will attach all these attachments if you want to do something small. USB-C cable. Look at these battery clamps right here. This thing is pretty darn massive. Now, unfortunately, in the old days, I used to test these jump packs and be able to see how much amperage I could pull out of them. However, this one here, with all the safety features, I cannot do it because they're built inside. There's no override button to go over it. But if I flip it upside down, so you look at model number JA301, battery capacity 20,000 mAh, voltage 12 volts, starting current 1000 amp, peak current 2000, pressure range 10 to 150 psi. Obviously it tells you your polarity, your instructions. This is one of the most important ones that people do not follow. This device suitable for outdoor temporary use. Be cautious when using in humid environments. You probably don't want to leave this outside when it's cold either. Probably let it cool down, so to speak. Does have a light. I think I got to power back on there. Press the power. There we go. I guess I have to hold it down. Don't have a seizure now. See all the mess, but I mean, it's got that nice handle. Really cool for if you want to use it as a, especially light if you're out camping, so to speak. Shut her down. All right. So it says 28 PSI is in there. It's pretty close what I drained it down to. Well, do I hold down the pump button? How does that work? How does that work? Let's pump. Let's get this thing going. How does it operate? There we go. I just gotta hold it down. Auto shut off works. It says hot. Hose is a little warm, but so we just hold that down till it starts. So finally dropped one bar. So that was actually pretty impressive. I pumped up one trailer tire, topped up the opposite side, and topped up 4 tires on my Jetta. I only filmed 3. Hose is a little warm. It's not hot in the front. But yeah, this thing is definitely pretty impressive. That must be your indicator for your jump starter. I'm gonna get a battery and just hook it up and see what happens. So I'm just gonna see what happens when you do connect it onto a battery. Does it give a voltage reading? Oh, it says error. Oh, there we go. So it does actually change over to voltage. All right, so I guess it must have a safety on it, because if I crack up the voltage, it'll probably kick out, or maybe it won't. But what I'm doing is I'm using a power pack. So I'm gonna turn it off right there. We're gonna power this back on, see what happens. Ah, yeah, it means there's too much voltage. So if I turn this off, it'll drop back down. But I'm gonna turn down the voltage. So 0.8. Look at that, eh? 11.3. That's kind of cool. So that's how that works. So in a simulated situation, if you had that battery connected, negative, negative, positive to positive, press the power button. Gonna get an error code 430 because the power of the battery is more powerful than what the booster pack is, and that's why you got that error. So it's not actually going to work. You're gonna see that is lit up, and that's the reason why. So like I was saying, back in the old days, jump starters didn't have a safety, or they had an override that you could force the power, and then I was able to use my tester to crank it up so many amps I could suck out of it. But the modern day ones are made that they're pretty much idiot proof, so you can't hurt yourself. But this one here is pretty impressive. I really like the air compressor part. I do carry an air compressor in my car full time, but something like this would be perfectly ideal. Now, of course, I'm not going to drain a battery and see if it's going to boost because you damaged the battery that way. But I've never had a jump starter that didn't start. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This thing is pretty cool. I'm a gadget person, and the only reason why I wanted this one is because of the air compressor. And I did 6 tires and only 1 bar drop down. I'll see you guys in the next one.